Hello everyone, and welcome to Dr. Lucas Nutrition. I'm Dr. Lucas, and today we're diving deep into something that affects millions of people worldwide: leg strength, mobility, and independence as we age. Imagine waking up every morning with legs that feel strong, steady, and full of energy. No more muscle weakness that makes climbing stairs feel like conquering Mount Everest. No more painful cramps that jolt you awake at 3 a.m. No more worrying about balance or falls every time you stand up from your favorite chair. If you want to stay active, independent, and confident well into your golden years, the secret lies in proper nutrition. And today, I'm revealing the 7 most powerful vitamins and minerals that will help keep your legs strong and unstoppable. We're going to explore everything from boosting muscle function to protecting bone density, improving circulation, and enhancing nerve communication. These essential nutrients can make a massive difference in how you move and feel every day. Whether you love strolling to the park, dancing with your grandchildren, or simply maintaining your independence, this comprehensive guide is for you. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you might have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the best nutritional guidance from Dr. Lucas Nutrition. Let's build a healthier, stronger future together. Now, let's dive into our first and arguably most important vitamin for leg strength. As we age, our bodies undergo inevitable and profound changes. Muscle mass declines at a rate of 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, accelerating after 60. Bones lose density, becoming more fragile and susceptible to fractures. Movements that once felt effortless, like jumping up from a chair or taking stairs 2 at a time, can become increasingly difficult and even anxiety-provoking. One of the most overlooked yet critical reasons for this decline is a deficiency in vitamin D. Now, most people think of vitamin D only in terms of bone health and preventing rickets in children, but this couldn't be further from the complete picture. Vitamin D plays a fundamental, multifaceted role in keeping legs strong, balanced, and functional throughout our entire lives. Let me explain exactly why vitamin D is absolutely crucial for leg strength, especially in older adults. First, let's talk about the absorption problem. As we age, our skin becomes significantly less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight. The process can become up to 75% less efficient compared to younger adults. To make matters worse, many seniors spend considerably less time outdoors due to mobility limitations, lifestyle changes, social isolation, or legitimate concerns about skin damage and skin cancer. The result? A widespread, silent epidemic of vitamin D deficiency that gradually erodes muscle strength, leaving legs weak and unstable. Studies have consistently shown that low levels of vitamin D are directly and powerfully linked to muscle weakness and a dramatically increased risk of falls in the elderly. Research published in the prestigious Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism followed over 1,200 seniors for 3 years and found something remarkable. Seniors with sufficient vitamin D levels, above 30 nanograms per milliliter, had significantly stronger muscle fibers, better coordination, improved balance, and were 35% less likely to experience injuries and fractures. Conversely, those with vitamin D deficiency experienced accelerated muscle loss, making even basic activities like climbing a single flight of stairs or standing up from a standard height chair increasingly challenging and exhausting. But here's what's truly fascinating. Vitamin D isn't just about calcium absorption or bone health, though those functions are certainly important. This powerhouse vitamin directly impacts muscle function at the cellular level by enhancing protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds and repairs muscle tissue, and by improving neuromuscular communication. Think of vitamin D as premium fuel for your leg muscles. Without adequate levels, your muscles struggle to perform optimally, like trying to run a high-performance car on watered-down gasoline. Cutting-edge research has revealed that vitamin D plays a pivotal role in maintaining fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the muscle fibers crucial for quick reactions, explosive movements, and balance recovery. These fibers are what help prevent falls by allowing your legs to respond rapidly when your balance is suddenly compromised, like when you step on an uneven surface or catch your toe on a rug. Without adequate vitamin D, these critical muscle fibers deteriorate, leading to slower reaction times, weaker muscle contractions, and a substantially higher risk of injury. It's like having a smoke detector with dying batteries. When you need it most, it simply won't respond fast enough. Additionally, vitamin D has been found to reduce inflammation in muscle tissues, alleviating the chronic pain and discomfort that many seniors experience in their legs. Those who suffer from frequent cramps, morning stiffness, or unexplained leg pain might be surprised to learn that simply optimizing vitamin D levels can lead to significant, sometimes dramatic relief. The consequences of ignoring vitamin D deficiency extend far beyond just weaker legs. It opens the door to a cascade of serious health problems. The most alarming is the development of osteoporosis and an increased risk of fractures. Without sufficient vitamin D, calcium cannot be properly absorbed from your digestive system, leading to brittle bones that are highly susceptible to breaks. A minor stumble that might have resulted in nothing more than bruised pride in your younger years could turn into a major fracture, drastically affecting mobility and independence. Hip fractures, in particular, are devastating. Studies show that within 1 year of a hip fracture, 20% of previously independent older adults will require long-term care. Beyond bones and muscles, vitamin D deficiency has been linked to increased risks of heart disease, cognitive decline, depression, and weakened immunity. Seniors who neglect their vitamin D intake may not only struggle with weak legs, but also face a higher likelihood of chronic illnesses that further reduce their quality of life and independence. Now, let's move to our second critical nutrient, calcium. Unlike younger individuals whose bones are still in a state of active remodeling and growth, seniors experience a gradual but relentless loss of bone mass, making them increasingly susceptible to fractures. This is particularly dangerous for the legs, where hip fractures, femur breaks, and stress fractures in the lower limbs are among the most serious and life-altering injuries older adults face. Here's a sobering reality. A minor fall that might have been completely harmless in your 30s or 40s can result in months of painful recovery, expensive rehabilitation, or even permanent mobility loss when bones lack the necessary calcium reserves. The statistics are stark. After age 50, 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men will break a bone due to osteoporosis. But calcium's role extends far beyond just bone strength. It's also a vital, irreplaceable player in muscle contraction. Every single movement you make, from taking a simple step to rising from a chair to reaching for something on a high shelf, relies on a complex, precisely orchestrated interplay between calcium ions and muscle fibers. Here's how it works. When your brain decides to move your leg, it sends an electrical signal down your spinal cord to the specific muscles needed. When this signal reaches the muscle, it triggers the release of calcium ions from storage sites within the muscle fibers. These calcium ions act as a trigger, causing the muscle proteins to slide past each other, creating the contraction that produces movement. Without adequate calcium, this entire process becomes inefficient and unreliable. Muscles may cramp unexpectedly, feel chronically weak, or fail to generate the force needed to maintain stability and smooth movement. This is why many individuals with calcium deficiency experience frequent, painful leg cramps, sluggish movement patterns, and overall reduced muscle endurance. The leg cramps alone can be debilitating. They often strike at night, disrupting sleep, and leaving you feeling exhausted the next day. These aren't just minor discomforts. They can be intensely painful and may indicate that your muscles are literally crying out for more calcium. So how do you ensure your body is getting enough calcium to support strong legs? While dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese remain some of the richest and most bioavailable sources of calcium, they're certainly not your only options, especially if you're lactose intolerant or following a plant-based diet. Leafy green vegetables are excellent sources. Kale, bok choy, collard greens, and broccoli all provide significant amounts of highly absorbable calcium. In fact, the calcium in some green vegetables is absorbed even more efficiently than calcium from dairy products. Other excellent sources include almonds and other nuts, tofu, especially when made with calcium sulfate, canned sardines and salmon with bones, sesame seeds and tahini, and fortified plant-based milks like almond, soy, or oat milk. The key principle here is variety. Incorporating multiple sources of calcium into your daily diet ensures steady absorption throughout the day and provides better overall bone and muscle maintenance than relying on just one or two sources. However, even with the best dietary intentions, calcium from food alone may not always be sufficient, especially for individuals with dietary restrictions, digestive issues that affect absorption, or those taking certain medications that interfere with calcium absorption. This is where calcium supplements can play a valuable role, particularly when combined with vitamin D, which dramatically enhances calcium absorption in the intestines. The synergy between these two nutrients is so important that many supplements now combine them in optimal ratios. But here's a crucial point. More isn't always better when it comes to calcium. While calcium is essential for bone and muscle health, excessive intake, particularly from high-dose supplements, can lead to serious problems including calcium deposits in arteries, increasing heart disease risk, kidney stones, and digestive issues like constipation and bloating. It can also interfere with the absorption of other important minerals like iron, zinc, and magnesium. This is why striking the right balance is crucial. For older adults, the recommended daily intake is 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium, preferably sourced from a combination of natural foods and modest supplementation when necessary. Beyond just intake, another key factor in calcium's effectiveness is physical activity. Weight-bearing exercises such as walking, resistance training, dancing, and even light jogging stimulate bone remodeling and help direct calcium where it's needed most, into bones and muscles rather than into soft tissues where it can cause problems. Imagine waking up in the morning, stepping out of bed, and immediately feeling a sharp, debilitating cramp in your calf muscle. Sound familiar? Muscle cramps are one of the most common and recognizable symptoms of low potassium levels, and they occur because potassium acts as a key regulator of muscle function, helping to balance fluids inside and outside of muscle cells. When potassium levels dip too low, muscles contract involuntarily, leading to painful cramps, especially in the legs. For older adults who may already have reduced circulation or muscle mass, these cramps can be more than just an annoyance. They can be genuinely debilitating and may increase fall risk. But muscle cramps are just the beginning of potassium's impact on leg health. Have you ever felt your legs trembling after standing for a while, or noticed increased stiffness when walking? Potassium is responsible for transmitting critical signals between nerves and muscles, ensuring smooth, controlled movements. When potassium levels are inadequate, the communication between your brain and your leg muscles becomes less efficient and reliable, leading to shakiness, weakness, or even difficulty lifting your feet properly, something that can significantly increase the risk of trips and falls. Beyond muscle function, potassium also plays a surprising and important role in maintaining strong bones. It helps neutralize acids in the body that can break down bone density over time. Studies suggest that a potassium-rich diet can slow the rate of bone loss, reducing the risk of osteoporosis and keeping the leg structure strong and resilient. When people think of vitamins essential for strong bones, calcium and vitamin D often steal the spotlight. But without vitamin K, these nutrients cannot do their job properly. Vitamin K is a critical traffic controller that ensures calcium is deposited in bones where it belongs, rather than accumulating in arteries or soft tissues, where it can lead to stiffness, poor circulation, and cardiovascular disease. Vitamin K activates osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium to the bone matrix, making bones denser and more resistant to breakage. Studies show that individuals with higher vitamin K intake have stronger bones, lower fracture risk, and better overall bone health. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, plays a far greater role in leg strength and muscle function than most people realize. While many nutrients contribute to mobility, B6 is essential for maintaining nerve health, supporting muscle repair, and ensuring that your body effectively utilizes protein to build and maintain muscle mass. Without adequate B6, even the strongest muscles can weaken over time, and simple movements like standing up from a chair or walking upstairs can feel disproportionately exhausting. B6 is also vital for red blood cell production, ensuring your muscles receive the oxygen they need for sustained activity. The 7 vitamins and minerals we discuss today, vitamin D, calcium, B12, magnesium, potassium, vitamin K, and B6, work together as a powerful team to keep your legs strong, stable, and ready for whatever life brings. Remember, strong legs aren't just about physical appearance or athletic performance. They're about maintaining your independence, confidence, and quality of life as you age. They're about being able to play with your grandchildren, travel to new places, and live life on your own terms. If you found this comprehensive guide helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, questions, or what topic you'd like Dr. Lucas Nutrition to cover next. Of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest nutritional insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and remember, your best years can still be ahead of you. Until next time, this is Dr. Lucas Nutrition, helping you build a stronger, healthier future, one nutrient at a time. Without regular movement and mechanical stress on the bones, even adequate calcium intake cannot fully strengthen the skeletal system. Your bones need to be challenged to stay strong, much like muscles need resistance to maintain their strength. Welcome back to part 2 of our comprehensive guide to leg strengthening vitamins. I'm Dr. Lucas, and we're continuing our deep dive into the nutrients that can transform your mobility and independence. While much of the conversation around leg strength typically revolves around calcium and protein, few people realize that vitamin B12 plays an absolutely fundamental role in neuromuscular function. This vitamin is responsible for keeping your nerves healthy and ensuring that the electrical impulses traveling through your spinal cord and into your legs remain strong, clear, and precise. Without adequate B12, your muscles simply don't receive the right signals from your brain and nervous system, leading to weakness, instability, and a gradual, creeping loss of control over movement. It's like trying to control a sophisticated machine with a faulty remote control. The commands get garbled or lost entirely. One of the most common and earliest symptoms of B12 deficiency is a feeling of heavy, tired legs, often accompanied by numbness, tingling sensations, or what many describe as pins and needles. Some people describe it as feeling like their legs are wrapped in thick blankets or like they're walking through molasses. But here's the alarming reality. Vitamin B12 deficiency is shockingly common among older adults, affecting an estimated 10 to 15% of people over 60, with some studies suggesting even higher rates. Unlike other vitamins that can be stored in fat, tissue, or absorbed through a wide range of foods, B12 absorption is highly dependent on optimal digestive health. The absorption process is complex and can easily be disrupted. Your body requires adequate stomach acid production and a special protein called intrinsic factor to extract B12 from food. As we age, stomach acid production naturally decreases. Additionally, common conditions like gastritis, acid reflux, and even long-term use of popular medications like proton pump inhibitors, Prilosec, Nexium, and antacids can further impair this delicate absorption process. Add to this the fact that many seniors unknowingly consume diets low in B12-rich foods, perhaps due to reduced appetite, dental problems, or dietary restrictions, and the result is a slow but steady depletion of this essential nutrient. The consequences of B12 deficiency extend far beyond just feeling weak or tired. Uncorrected B12 depletion can lead to irreversible nerve damage, affecting balance, coordination, and reflexes. Many seniors who suffer from frequent falls, difficulty walking in a straight line, or a sense of their legs just don't work like they used to are actually experiencing the neurological effects of a B12 shortage. The decline is often so gradual that it's dismissed as a normal, inevitable part of aging, when in reality it is entirely preventable and often reversible with proper intervention. Fortunately, restoring B12 levels can have a profound and often rapid impact on mobility and energy levels. Studies have shown that seniors who correct their B12 deficiency experience noticeable improvements in strength, endurance, and leg function, often within weeks of beginning treatment. Every single time you take a step, magnesium plays a crucial behind-the-scenes role, ensuring that your muscles receive the precise signals they need to contract and relax smoothly and efficiently. Magnesium acts as the master regulator of muscle function, preventing painful spasms, reducing fatigue, and supporting the endurance that allows you to stay active throughout the day. One of the most common yet least recognized symptoms of magnesium deficiency is restless leg syndrome and frequent nighttime leg cramps. Many seniors experience sudden, excruciating muscle contractions in their calves, thighs, or feet, particularly at night, disrupting precious sleep and making it difficult to recover from daily activities. These aren't just minor discomforts. They're clear signals that your body is struggling to regulate muscle relaxation properly. Magnesium helps calm overactive nerve signals and prevents muscles from seizing up unexpectedly, making it absolutely essential for those who struggle with muscle tension and involuntary contractions. But magnesium's role doesn't stop at muscle function. It's also vital for bone density and joint health. While calcium often takes center stage in discussions about bone health, the truth is that calcium cannot do its job effectively without magnesium as a partner. This mineral helps regulate calcium transport throughout your body and ensures that calcium is properly incorporated into bones rather than being deposited in soft tissues, where it can contribute to stiffness, joint pain, and even arterial calcification. Studies have found that higher magnesium intake is directly linked to greater bone strength and reduced risk of fractures in aging adults, making it an essential component of overall mobility and skeletal health. One of the biggest reasons magnesium deficiency is so widespread is that this vital mineral is easily depleted by stress, certain medications, and poor dietary habits. Many older adults take medications that actively lower magnesium levels, including diuretics, water pills, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, and certain blood pressure medications. Coupled with modern diets that are often low in magnesium-rich foods, the result is widespread deficiency that quietly chips away at strength, endurance, and flexibility. This is why many seniors experience a gradual loss of stamina, walking shorter distances, climbing stairs more slowly, and feeling fatigued after simple activities that used to be effortless.